40 gadu, un es esmu mūks tikai 21 gadu, tā kā 40 gadus man bija iespēja izbaudīt šo jomu.
It is totally out, there's no way to see other than this is permanent, this will work, this is going to last, the new partnership.
Un es zinu, ka nav iespējas ieraudzīt to, ka tas ir savādāk, kad šīs jaunās attiecības varētu, teiksim, neilgt mūžīgi.
But it never worked.
Bet tas nekad tā nenotiek.
Everlasting.
Mūžīgi.
And if we were realist and we would look around us in that very moment where we live in German we say the seventh heaven.
Here we say the same.
Ja mēs būtu realisti un varētu paskatīties ne no šīm 7. debesīm, kurās mēs atrodamies.
Which actually is the result of a chemical production of the working of a substance that is produced about 9.5 to 10 months in a human being when he falls in love.
Šis 7. debesis, tas ir vienkārši ķīmiska reakcija, ķīmiska viela, kas rodas mūsu ķermenī un tiek ražota aptuveni 9,5–10 mēnešus.
Which is quite cleverly designed by nature, because that is if it happens in the very beginning, that's just the time when the child appears.
Un kas ir no dabas tā ļoti gudri iekārtots, jo tas sanāk, tas ir tas laiks, kas ir nepieciešams, lai bērns nāk pasaulē.
It is a chemical mechanism, and when it stops to work, so these 10 months we have to develop love.
Un tad, kad tas pārstāja darboties šos 9 mēnešus, mēs attīstam mīlestību.
Because this, what this hormone brings about in us is desire.
Tas, ko rada šie hormoni, ir vēlmes.
And well, one of the reasons that makes that also this composed phenomenon is impermanent, because of course within even the first 10 months it changes day to day, moment to moment, because it is impermanent.
Un tas, kas ir arī šajā gadījumā, ka arī šis kompozīta fenomens nav pastāvīgs, viņš mainās no brīža uz brīdi.
Like I think it's maybe dangerous to say that at this moment here, like the new job that we got.
Es baidos to teikt šobrīd šajā situācijā tieši tāpat kā jauns darbs.
Wow, what a chance! I got that job.
Cik jauki man ir šis jaunais darbs.
It definitely will be our job until the end of our lives.
Tas noteikti būs darbs līdz mūža beigām.
Anyway, there's no consideration. We never put into doubt that we will have this job as long as we want it.
Mums pat neienāk prātā savādāk doma, ka tas varētu neturpināties tik ilgi, cik mēs to vēlamies.
But the actual situation, economic situation, shows us that also this phenomenon is grossly impermanent, not only subtly impermanent.
Bet ekonomiskā situācija mums skaidri parāda, ka arī šis fenomens nav pat nedaudz mainīgs, viņš ir
piemīt ruptie nepastāvīgi.
Tam piemīt liela nepastāvība.
So it says that this impermanence manifests in a way that we can see that other than the fact that the phenomenon which we take for impermanent has been produced.
Un tas parāda, ka šis fenomens, kur mēs saskaramies, ir izveidots savādāk.
There's no need of any other factor. Mostly there are other factors, but there's not even a need of other factors than only the fact that having been produced, that having come into existence, that will make it disintegrate and disappear.
Nav pat jāzina tie vispārējie faktori, kas viņu ir veidojuši, kad arī tie pastāv, lai būtu skaidrs, ka viņš, ja viņš ir radies, tad viņš arī beigsies.
So the second is of these four seals, characteristics of all, how to say, samsaric phenomena, is that everything that is conditioned, it's sometimes it says corrupted, or how they say here, contaminated, but actually it means produced by causes and conditions. So there's nothing dirty or nothing particularly bad. It's just the fact of having been, of being the product of the meeting of causes and conditions, like we illustrated with the conception and a new human being.
Un otrais no šiem zīmogiem vēst par samsarisko
It's condition means coming into existence by the union of causes and conditions, which is a characteristic of all samsaric phenomena.
Ka visus samsariskos fenomenus raksturo šī rašanās no cēloņiem un apstākļiem.
The condition is, they are, I try to follow this, I prefer to follow this quite closely. This is the definition that gives, it's better for English, and for that Jeffrey Hopkins gives in that book that I recommend to you if you read fluently English, is Meditation on Emptiness. So he says, contaminated objects are mainly consciousnesses. Contaminated?
Piesārņoti objekti ir
are mainly consciousnesses?
Ir pārsvarā apzināti.
Apziņas.
He's going deeper than what I just said. This is very important. That conceive things to exist inherently. Inherently means not needing causes and conditions to come to produce them, to produce them.
Kā pastāvoši bez šiem cēloņiem un apstākļiem.
Neatkarīgi.
Contaminated objects are mainly consciousnesses that conceive things to exist inherently, but, and that is what we have to consider, what we perceive mostly, the greatest part of these contaminated objects, but are also the environments and other phenomena that are created from the merit and demerit, opposite of merit, demerit, accumulated by sentient beings when they engage in actions motivated by the ignorant misconception of inherent existence. I know it's late, I'm very sorry. So it is, mainly they are consciousnesses, but that normally we take into consideration. Contaminated objects are are everything that is produced